Hello viewers, welcome back from that short break. We are still on e-learning teachers project Uganda, Google the TV, Obonyo Kenneth, sponsored by Trinity SS in Naweru. We are looking at SADs. We have learned how to multiply SADs. We are now moving ahead. Much as we have learned how to multiply SADs, Mr. Examiner, sir, there is one point we need to know. When I write something to do with this, I can look at this as what I may call an entire SAD. This one is an entire SAD. It is an entire SAD. But again, much as we have learned how to multiply entire SADs, how about when they give you something to do with this? You have, say, B root A. This one here is what we call a mixed SAD. A mixed what class? SAD. A mixed what class? SAD or mixed SADs. That's why I'm saying we are going to learn how to multiply mixed SADs. How do we multiply mixed SADs? The rule remains the same. Mr. Examiner, don't confuse us. Whether corresponding or not, all SADs can be multiplied. Whether it is an entire SAD or a mixed SAD, they can all be multiplied. And according to one of the rules and regulations of SADs, I remember I told you that if you have, let's say, A root B times C root D, I remember telling you that you get the numbers outside the root sign, multiply them, A times C to give you AC. And then root the numbers in the square root, also multiply them to give you B times D, which is BD. Now I have my BD. And that becomes my final answer. No frustration, no stress, no coronavirus. That is the answer that we have. Suppose we got an example. If they gave us a 2 root 3 times a 4 root 5. Hey, Mr. Examiner, you're also very good at tricking us. Now, you think this is a complicated number? With my viewers outside there, from different districts, we cannot fail. We can 2 root 3 times 4 root 5. I know some of you have already got the answers. How many have got answers out there? Which district? Mbale, Koboko, Kabarole, Arua, Kumi, where? The border of Uganda? Hey, don't talk about the border of Uganda. There are people who are disturbing us. They Kampala, where are you? Wakiso? Okay, fine. We are going to say, Mr. Examiner, sir, the numbers outside, the 2 and the 4, that is 2 times 4. Then under the root sign, we are having a 3 and a 5. So a 3 times a 5. To give us, Koboko, when you multiply 2 times 4, what did you get? 8. Wonderful. We have 8. 8 root. Kabarole, when you multiplied 3 times 5, what did you get? Good, a 15. There are districts which perform well. Those are districts that give you correct answers. Now you are having 8 root 15. You have multiplied what we call a mixed SAD. But again, Mr. Examiner, people are enjoying passing these numbers. Suppose they gave us this one here. They tell you 2 minus root 3. 2 plus root 3. Hey, Mr. Examiner, what is that? No. Viewers, don't get scared. This is Obonyo Kenneth on Google the TV. E-learning teachers project. Still taking you in SADs. Don't get scared. We are now dealing with mixed SADs. SADs having a number under the root and a number outside the root. How do we multiply these? Now these are brackets. Mr. Examiner, don't waste our time. This is very simple. Mr. Examiner, we are going to get the first number 2 into the second bracket, which is a 2 plus a root 3. And then we bring the negative root 3, the negative root 3 into the same second bracket, which is 2 plus root 3. Wonderful. We are expanding. We are opening the brackets. We are multiplying mixed suds. 2 times 2, 4. Wonderful. We have a 4 there. A positive times a positive, we have a positive. 2 times root 3. We get our 2 root 3. A negative times a positive. We have our negative. Root 3 times 2. We still come to a 2 root 3. Wonderful. A negative times a positive. We get a negative. Root 3 times root 3. Remember, root 3 times root 3, which will give us root 9. But the root of 9 is good, a 3. So we have a 3 here. Mr. Examiner, we are going to get your answer. We see whether you refuse to give us our marks. We are going to collect like terms. But again, Mr. Examiner, sir, 2 root 3, which is a positive, 2 root 3, which is a negative. It means you have a 2 root 3 minus a 2 root 3. What happens? Nothing remains. They cancel out and you remain with 0. And we instead remain with a positive 4 minus a 3. 4 minus 3. I told you, even someone who did a history, Napoleon Bonaparte can give you the answer there. 4 minus 3 is a what? A 1. And that is your beautiful answer. Which means, in this bracket, 2 minus root 3 times 2 plus root 3 gives you a final answer of a 1. Mr. Examiner, sir, let us go ahead and look at how to express suds as entire suds. Expressing suds as entire suds. What do I mean by this? This is what I mean. Don't get worried. Don't get worried. I don't want anyone opening the door, moving out. I don't want people moving around. You need to stay at home and watch. Tune to Google the TV every day. 9 a.m. in the morning up to 10. You have an O-level lesson. Every day, 2 o'clock up to 3, you have an A-level lesson. Obonyo Kenneth with very many other teachers. Remember, in the e-learning teachers project, we are over 200. From schools, different schools in Uganda, different districts. We came together to see to it that we help our Ugandans out there. You who is seated there at home. Now, expressing SADs as entire SADs. Mr. Examiner, when I was introducing this topic, we talked about simplification of SADs. And I gave them an example. For example, if I have root 20 and they say simplify it, they want me to simplify it. It means I'm going to look for 2 numbers, which when I multiply, I get a 20. But one of those 2 numbers must be having a square root, implying that I'm going to have my root of 4 times 5, which will give me the root of 4 times the root of 5. We already covered that. I'm only just reminding you. Don't say we are just handling it for the first time. Now, this will equal to the root of 4 is 2. So we have 2 times root 5. But 2 times root 5, Mr. Examiner, gives us 2 root 5. Now, what am I trying to teach here? Suppose you have 2 root 5. And they ask you, what SAD was simplified so as to give us this as the final answer? Which number did we simplify to give us 2 root 5? That's why I'm saying expressing a SAD as an entire SAD. Actually, it should have been expressing a mixed SAD as an entire SAD. No problem. Let's go ahead. Mr. Examiner, if we were given a 2 root 5 and they wanted us to express it as an entire SAD, it is simple. Just have it in a bracket, Mr. Examiner, sir. You square it and give it a square root. As simple as that. They've asked you which sad was simplified, was broken down to give us 2 root 5. Let us see whether we can get that sad. Now, Mr. Examiner, sir, this will equal to the root of, remember 2 root 5 squared means 2 root 5 times 2 root 5. Now we have 2 root 5 times 2 root 5. That is wonderful. This will equal to the root of 2 times 2. What do you get? You get your 4. Times root 5 times root 5. Remember, root 5 times root 5 gives us the root of 25, but the root of 25 gives us a what? A 5. So we have a 5 there. This will now give us the root of what? 4 times 5, a 20. You get your root 20. It brings us the original question. That is what we call expressing a sad as an entire sad, taking it back to its original sad. Viewers, we are now heading to what we call rationalization of sads. It is the last bit under sads. So buckle up, get ready. Let us just go, sanitize our hands, take some little water. We come back and continue.